We always make sculpture, the wood and glass sculpture. Probably the newest stuff. You wanted the flowers are the newest thing, but I'm gonna just go to this next. Kind of, because it's easier for me to know how to talk.
Sure.
But this is a series that we did in the mid to late 2000s, and I'm really interested in sort of the idea of ornithology as being a indicator of what the human process is, that being that we feel like we have to name everything. Mm-hmm. And so I love birds, and I love field guides, and I love illustrations from the past, and I thought, how interesting to make a series where as somebody goes along the line, they keep experiencing the human moment that happens outside the piece, like, oh, trumpeter swan.
Right.
The bird doesn't know what its name is, doesn't care. So I find that really interesting. And so that was sort of our original idea. So the idea of meshing image with word got us kind of going on this series, which is even more recent than, and the most recent glass blowing series, which was, we picked subject matter where we defined it by its own alphabet. So we did a wall over there, the alphabet of flowers, A to Z. Mm. And then these are one-offs that are more elaborate than the wall would absorb. And then this led to
the next project we're working on, which is, as we did research for the plants, we'd go outside and gather them, and we realized that the only really substantial collections of plants are in herbariums, flattened, dried, and brown. And so I had been working with another couple projects, and I said to myself, there's got to be a way to figure this out three-dimensionally. And is it possible?
To preserve the plant as is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To keep the chlorophyll in the plant.
Yeah.
And that if you're into plants, and you have a favorite plant, or you want to go see a plant, the plant blooms either once a year for 1 week or every 3 years for a day. And no one else can see that plant, or how valuable is it. And yes, we've had lots of prints made of plants and all kinds of other, but I wanted to see if we could do it holding the plant in its three-dimensional form and keeping the color. And so Joey and I have been working on this for about 3 years, and these are some of the results of that. It's glass and composite. It's a space-age material that I have been using for the last 20 years, which has evolved. But I have figured out, at least these are some of the first full examples. I mean, part of it is the plants have a certain stress factor and a three-dimensionality that we have to deal with. And you have pollen and chlorophyll and leaves and petals that are all...
What's amazing is that as she dries them, they get completely broken down. So all the petals come off the flower, and all the a lot of like this was completely deconstructed.
Before you do this, the plant is deconstructed.
Well, like the flowers and leaves don't dry at the same time and temperature.
So then you're rebuilding the plant?
Yes, from using photographs, like a sculptor would when he's bronze casting.
So we go in the woods.
So is this in layers?
Yes.
That's what I'm just noticing from the side, that there are multiple levels.
They're different. You can only it gets so
and
hot.
so you're piecing it together in 3 dimensions in a kind of
Yes.
Wild.
Unbelievable.
So it was our way of looking at nature in a new dimension.
Yeah.
For hopefully
Forever.
for a longer period of time.